Lame Truth here, and I'm going to tell you guys right away, I'm probably going to crash out by the end of this video. At some point, I'm going to get loud, and I am going to rant and rave and bellow and hoot and holler and any other way you want to describe me making noises coming out of my mouth in a loud manner. So if you guys could, I would really appreciate a like on this video because A, I want people to see it. B, I'll be honest with you, I like money and YouTube pays like shit for the most part. And C, I want people to see the old Modern Warfare 3 legacy gameplay. I dug this gameplay off of a laptop from like 2011. And I'm surprised I found it, actually. I was just going through every single folder to see if I could salvage something, and it took ages to get off the slow-ass HDD and yada, yada, yada. Windows 7, by the way. That laptop runs better than my $3,000 gaming PC. Or at least Windows 7 runs better than Windows 11, I should say. Funny how that works. But you know what? It leads into today's topic perfectly. So, I'm kind of glad Windows 7 is superior to Windows 11 in basically every fucking way. Regardless, I don't want to nerd out too much and talk about operating systems, so let me just get right on into the meat and potatoes here because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So when I open my homepage, I see so much classic Call of Duty gameplay now. I see Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, Modern Warfare 2 gameplay mostly, Black Ops 2 gameplay as well, Black Ops 1, any old Call of Duty like 2012 prior is being played on YouTube. I would almost guarantee, I mean maybe it's just my algorithm or whatever, but I would almost guarantee more people are playing the old games than Black Ops 7 right now on YouTube. I'm serious, man. There's this thing going around all over the United States, all over Western civilization at least, that I have noticed, where people are incredibly nostalgic for the past. And I'm not talking about like the 80s. I think in 2016 and in the 2010s when Stranger Things came out, the 80s were like the big nostalgia thing, and that was normal. That kind of happens every decade, about 30 years pass, and people get nostalgic for like 30 years ago or whatever. But there's a new kind of nostalgia going around where people are nostalgic and wanting to go back to the past as little as like 10 years ago or whatever. Like back to 2016, back to 2019 in some cases. Basically pre-COVID, people are just nostalgic and wanting to go back to the way things were. Why is that? Because this decade, I mean, I've been alive for 30 some odd years. This decade is the worst fucking decade I personally have ever experienced, and I don't think anyone will look back on the 2020s fondly. If they do, they are a fucking psychopath, sadomasochistic, potential serial killer motherfucker, in my opinion. Everything has just had the soul sucked out of it. Everything is about corporate bottom lines and making as much money as possible. Despite the data showing otherwise, prices and inflation have skyrocketed in the past several years. I'm making more money than ever, and it doesn't feel like it. You know, like, everything's gone up in price by like 50%, and then the sales tax goes up, and I just got my car insurance bill in the mail, and I checked like previous billing statements, and it's fucking like doubled in the past 4 years, and I've done nothing. I've driven safe, no speeding tickets, no wrecks. What in the fuck is going on? And all of this would be somewhat bearable if the art and the movies and the music and the video games I consume were up to the quality that they were 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. But they're just not. Passion and creativity and ingenuity are just gone for the most part. There are exceptions, of course, but even when there are exceptions, the things that break the mold aren't particularly like memorable. For example, if a good movie comes out, like a really good movie, is it going to be a good movie that we're watching 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now? Like, let me just name some classics, for example. Like some of my favorite movies, No Country for Old Men, 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Shining, Taxi Driver, Rocky, Bloodsport, the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jaws, First Blood, Terminator. I could go on and on. But you see what I'm saying? Me saying all of those movies, people will like know what they are. And those movies span like 50, 60 years or whatever of cinema. But I would guarantee the majority of my comment section will know all those movies I've listed, every single one of them. And I'm like, where is that now? I don't want to hate on movies too much. I think movies still can be very good, but even when they are, they're not classics. They're not incredibly memorable. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm sorry, guys. The point I'm trying to make here with today's topic, people are so nostalgic for anything from the past, whether it be 10, 20, 30 years ago, that they will do anything to go back there. And there was a rumor going around that Modern Warfare 3 Remastered was going to be announced today at the Xbox Direct thing. I think that was at like 1 p.m. or whatever. But yeah, just look at this. When I saw this, I didn't get excited. I didn't. I'm sorry. I've lost all optimism with this franchise now. So when I saw this, I'm like, I'm not even going to cover it. I don't care. I'm not going to get my hopes up. And I'm really glad I did that, because however bad I thought it was going to be, it was worse. It was worse. And I will go in depth into all the dirty details in just a second. Speaking of dirty, though, if you are dirty, then today's sponsor will help you. It is Cheeky Soap from Moist Critical, his soap company. They are re-releasing a Chainsaw Man Collector's Edition soap box. So if you missed it the first time around, it sold out very quickly, then this is for you. They also have just regular soaps, though, and if you want to stay clean and support the channel, then definitely head there and use my code BLAMETRUTH at checkout for 10% off. But yeah, they really do have the best soaps I have personally ever used, so if you want to up your shower game and support the channel, who knows, I might get my own soap one day, then head to usecheeky.com/BlameTruth. You'll get 10% off, and my code BLAMETRUTH will work on the Chainsaw Man re-release dropping tomorrow, January 23rd at 1 p.m. EST. Alright guys, back to business. I read this from the Ghost of Hope the other day, and I knew I was right not to get excited. He is a prominent leaker in the Call of Duty community, if you do not know. Let's see what he has to say. It's delusion to think that Activision/Microsoft want anybody playing older Call of Duty content, remastered or not, when they can keep putting out $70 games every year with $20 bundles and $20 battle passes 6 times a year. They'll never do another remastered multiplayer unless they're truly desperate. So I'm like, yeah, Modern Warfare 3 remastered multiplayer is not going to happen. I figured it would just be a campaign thing. You know, they did that with Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 remastered campaign only. So I'm like, well, maybe I would like to go back and play the Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered. So that could be kind of cool at least. But they didn't even fucking do that. They didn't even do that. Absolutely fucking nothing was announced today. Not the multiplayer, not the campaign, nothing. Now, why in the fuck? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why? There's no consistency. Why in the fuck would you release Modern Warfare 1 remastered, multiplayer and campaign and all, to Modern Warfare 2 just being the campaign, to not even releasing MW3 in any capacity? Like, what in the fuck? Why? But then I got to thinking, even if they did release it, it would not be the same. It would just be a shittier version of the old game. It would be filled with microtransactions and stupid skins and stupid fucking cosmetics so you can look like a virgin to every one of the other virgins in the lobby. And God forbid you say, hey, fucker, get on the B flag. You'll get banned from chat for harassment. What? How have we gotten to this point and no one has said anything except me and a handful of other commentators? What in the fuck is wrong with everyone? So what's the solution here? I guess I'll go back and play the old Modern Warfare 3 game, but oh wait, I'm on PC. I don't have a shitty fucking Xbox console, and I'm not gonna give those assholes my money to play online. And if I try to play the game on PC, even PC Game Pass, I will get hacked by bi-curious Russians wanting to steal my credit card info. You can't even go back, I swear to God right now, swear to God, you can't even go back and play MW3, the new one! I mean, seriously, look at this. I'm not making it up. Games being overrun by modded guns. Basically, every match I get in, there's at least 3 to 4 people using glitched weapons, whether it be the rival, MX, or even Renetti's. It's basically unplayable anymore, especially for someone like me who only uses snipers. I can't compete when I'm getting one-tap hip fired across the map by an automatic weapon. With Activision not focusing on the game anymore, the amount of cheaters/exploiters has skyrocketed, which is to be expected, but you'd think they'd at least step in and try to find a solution. At this point, I'm about done with Activision games, period. You'd think they'd be mad people are spending money on glitch things instead of their game. And this is all caused by their shitty spaghetti code that they don't bother to fucking fix. So this guy asks, how is this even possible? The auto RPG shotgun killing you across the map, an SMG killing you in 2 bullets. And this guy says something to do with guns from zombies mode being brought in or some shit. Like the glitches done in zombies, or people with the glitch guns drop them for people in zombies to take. And I don't know how it all works. I just know that the game is completely fucked. Why do people support this business model? I don't give a fuck if I am loud. I don't give a fuck if I am yelling. Every single stupid motherfucker that sits there and swipes their debit card, or in some cases credit card, and spends hundreds if not thousands of dollars on stupid fucking skins that cease to exist because the game's become unplayable within 2 years is the fucking problem. You see some chronically online loser talking about how they just bought a skin in Call of Duty. Well, that's why. Well, that's why you don't get anything good nowadays. They would rather sell less copies, but sell more microtransactions to idiots than just make a good game that will sell the copies in the first place. It's fucking insane. And I'm not just saying that either. It is literal data released by Activision Blizzard themselves. The blue line representing the overall product sales, the orange-yellow line representing in-game subscription and other microtransactions. They don't care to sell games anymore. They're there to sell you microtransactions that you will continually be addicted enough to buy. I am fucking disgusted. We can't even get the scraps of like a fucking Modern Warfare 3 campaign to tie us over until the next shitty fucking Call of Duty drops on our head like a bird that ate too many berries shitting on us as it flies by. Oh, and speaking of the next Call of Duty, it is going to fail. It's up against GTA 6 after this performance. Look at this. Charlie Intel tweeted this out today. Black Ops 7 was the number 5 best-selling game of the year in the US, the worst performing Call of Duty game in the US since 2008. As far as I can tell, this piece of shit sold worse than Call of Duty Vanguard. Call of Duty Vanguard! What the fuck are they doing? And they expect to just magically slap Modern Warfare on the next game, have Infinity Ward shit out Modern Warfare 2 Remastered 2022, 2026 twice removed Electric Boogaloo, and people are gonna eat it up when we have GTA fucking 6 dropping on us at the same time? I wouldn't be surprised if it sells worse than Black Ops 7. Honestly, it's infinity turd. They haven't made a good game since this Modern Warfare 3 gameplay I just showed you in this video. I'm out of time. I'm done. I want to nail Phil Spencer to the fucking cross.